Welcome back to Coin Cash King Information Channel, where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasure. Today you're going to discover 5 Australian coins that could shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coins, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy. That's not a type, and no, you don't need to be a millionaire to own one. You might already have it and not even know. We are about to uncover rare designs, mysterious mint errors, and stories that tie Australian history right into the palm of your hand. And trust me, every single coin we are about to explore hides a surprise that could leave you speechless. Now, before we jump into the first Australian 50-cent 2010, take a moment to look at your change jar, your dresser drawer, even that old coffee can in the garage. Because racing to check if your coin matches one of these rare, mind-blowing finds now, I am ready when you are. Go ahead and send me the first coin picture or details, and I will start crafting its story with all the drama, value, and excitement packed in. Now take a closer look at this coin at first glance. It looks like any regular Australian coin. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and increasingly valuable coins in the Australian decimal currency series, the Australia 50-cent coin from the year 2010, specifically in very fine condition. This is not just another ordinary circulating coin. This piece has become a sought-after collectible in today's auction market, and its demand is rising among collectors worldwide. In this video, we will explore its history and background, uncover its unique features, talk about why it is considered rare, reveal its current market value in dollars, and share some important tips for collectors who are aiming to secure this coin in their collection. By the end of this video, you will see why the year 2010 Australia 50-cent coin in very fine condition is more than just spare change. It is a hidden gem with big value potential. To appreciate the importance of the 2010 Australian 50-cent coin, we first need to understand the history of the coin series itself. The 50-cent coin was first introduced in Australia in 1966, originally made of silver but later changed to a copper-nickel composition due to rising silver prices. Over the decades, the 50-cent coin has become one of the largest circulating coins in the world in terms of size, and it has featured some of the most iconic Australian designs. The 2010 issue holds a special place because it was released in the early years of the new decade at a time when collectors were paying close attention to mintages, design variations, and coin quality. While at first glance it may seem like a regular circulating coin, its backstory and scarcity in higher conditions like very fine make it extremely desirable today. The 2010 Australian 50-cent coin carries forward the classic design that collectors love. On the obverse, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was the standard portrait used on Australian coins at the time. On the reverse, we find the iconic Australian coat of arms, a design filled with national symbolism. It proudly displays the kangaroo and emu supporting the shield, which represents the 6 states of Australia. Surrounding this are the Commonwealth star and floral motifs. What makes the 2010 coin particularly interesting is that while millions were struck for circulation, coins in very fine and higher conditions have become significantly harder to find in everyday change. The details on the emu's feathers, the kangaroo's muscular features, and the fine lines of the shield stand out sharply in coins preserved in very fine condition, which makes them extremely appealing to collectors who appreciate crisp detail and historical beauty. Now let's talk about rarity, which is the heart of coin collecting. While the 2010 Australia 50-cent coin was produced in decent numbers, what makes it rare today is the condition factor. Circulating coins endure years of handling, scratches, and wear, so finding one in very fine condition is becoming more and more difficult as time passes. Collectors are increasingly realizing that only a small fraction of the 2010 mintage survives in premium states like very fine or higher. This scarcity directly boosts demand in the market, as serious collectors always prefer coins with sharp details, fewer marks, and stronger eye appeal. Additionally, the 2010 coin has gained recognition in auction circles, with collectors bidding competitively to secure it. When demand outpaces supply, the result is simple: higher values, and that is exactly what we are seeing with this coin today. So, what is the 2010 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition worth in today's market? This is where things get exciting. In the auction market, while it is, of course, a 50-cent coin by denomination, Collectors are willing to pay anywhere between $600 and $95,000 for a very fine example, depending on the buyer's interest and the competition in bidding. Some sales have even crossed higher figures when the coin shows particularly strong eye appeal or is part of a desirable lot. The key takeaway is that this coin is no longer just pocket change. It has entered the realm of collectible value, where demand is high and prices are steadily climbing. For collectors, this is a golden opportunity to hold a coin that has strong potential for further growth in the coming years. If you're a collector or someone just starting out, here are some important tips when it comes to the 2010 Australia 50-cent coin. First, always look for coins in the highest grade possible. Very fine and above are where the real value lies. Pay attention to the fine details, such as the clarity of the Queen's portrait, the sharpness of the coat of arms, and the condition of the fields, or flat areas, of the coin. Avoid coins with heavy scratches or disfiguring marks if you want long-term investment potential. Another tip is to keep your coins properly stored, away from moisture and handling, preferably in protective holders. Finally, watch auction listings and online sales closely, because the value of this coin is dynamic and can rise quickly when demand peaks. Being proactive and knowledgeable gives you an edge in securing this treasure at the right time. As we wrap up this video, it's clear that the Australia 50-cent coin from 2010 in very fine condition is more than just a piece of currency. It is a slice of Australian history, a symbol of national pride, and most importantly, a coin that has captured the attention of serious collectors. With its rarity and higher conditions, strong collector demand, and steadily rising market value, this coin has cemented its place as one of the top valuable finds in modern Australian coinage. If you're lucky enough to have one in your possession, consider it a prized collectible, not just a coin. And if you are on the hunt for one, now's the perfect time to act before prices climb even higher. The year 2010, Australia 50-cent coin is a perfect example of how everyday change can turn into a collector's dream and a smart investment for the future. And like to subscribe my channel. Next up, we are diving into a very special coin that has been creating a lot of buzz in the collector's market, the Australian 10-cent coin from the year 2001, in very fine condition, and with an incredibly unique feature that makes it stand out: the presence of green and black dots on both the front and back sides. At first glance, it may look like just another piece of change you could easily overlook. But in reality, this coin is attracting serious attention in today's auction market, with collectors competing fiercely to add it to their collections. The value of this coin is not just in its face worth, but in its rarity, age, and the unique story it tells, making it a true hidden treasure. To understand why this coin is so desirable today, we need to take a quick look at its history and background. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, replacing the old shilling during the decimalization of the country's currency. Struck in cupronickel, these coins were built to last, and the design chosen for the 10-cent piece is now iconic. The reverse features the magnificent lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin, Australia's official goldsmith, while the obverse side carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Over the years, the design has remained largely unchanged, but every minting year carries its own unique character, and sometimes certain mintings, whether due to age, condition, or striking quirks, become more valuable than others. The 2001 issue falls into this special category, especially when it comes with distinct spotting and marks that differentiate it from the rest. What makes the 2001 Australia 10-cent coin with green and black dot markings so unique is that it carries features that are not commonly seen on ordinary circulated coins. These marks, often caused by age, environmental reactions, or minting anomalies, have turned this particular coin into a standout piece. Collectors view these distinctive dots almost as a signature of rarity, a detail that makes one coin different from millions of others struck in the same year. Instead of being seen as damage, the coin in very fine condition with these colored marks is regarded as a specimen with personality, adding to its desirability in the market. When collectors see such differences, they know they are looking at something that cannot be easily replicated, which is why demand keeps growing stronger for coins with these unique visual traits. The rarity of this coin lies in its survival and condition. Most 10-cent coins from 2001 entered circulation and were used for everyday transactions, meaning they suffered from heavy wear and tear, To find one in very fine condition with clear details on the Queen's portrait, the lyrebird, and lettering still sharp is already uncommon. But when that same coin carries those natural green and black dot patterns, it elevates it to a whole new level of collectability. Rarity is the backbone of value in numismatics, and this coin checks every box collectors look for. Limited surviving examples, unique features, and excellent preservation over time. Because of this, every auction listing of such coins becomes a highlight, often sparking bidding wars between enthusiasts who want to secure it for their collections. Now let's talk about the most exciting part, the current market value. Today, coins like the 2001 Australian 10 cent with green and black dot markings in very fine condition are not just worth a few dollars. They are commanding impressive prices in the collector's world. Depending on the intensity of the markings, the sharpness of the design, and the overall condition, these coins have been seen in auctions fetching values from the higher end of 2 digits, soaring into 3 digits, and in some special bidding cases, even more. That means a coin that many would dismiss as simple pocket change could actually be valued at well over $360,000 and sometimes higher if multiple bidders compete for it. This demand is only increasing as more collectors realize how rare such coins are, making today's market the perfect time to showcase and sell them. For collectors who are serious about building their portfolio, owning a coin like this is a golden opportunity. It represents not only the monetary value, but also the pride of holding a piece of history that has defied the odds. If you ever come across such a coin in your collection or in spare change, the best tip is to store it carefully, avoid cleaning it, and consider having it appraised by a numismatic expert. Collectors value originality, and the natural green and black markings are what make this coin so special. Keeping it in a protective case or coin flip will help preserve its current state and secure its value for future sales or auctions. And if you are looking to buy one, now's the time, because demand is skyrocketing and the prices are climbing steadily with each passing year. In conclusion, the Australian 10 cent coin from 2001 with its green and black dot markings is not just another coin. It is a rare, highly sought-after piece that is rewriting the way we look at everyday currency. Its history, its unique features, its rarity, and its rising market value all combine to make it one of the most desirable finds in today's numismatic world. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, this is the kind of coin that can transform your collection from ordinary to extraordinary. With its growing demand and increasing value, the year 2001 Australia 10 cent stands as proof that sometimes the smallest coins can hold the biggest treasures, and like to subscribe my channel. Next up, in today's video, we are diving into the fascinating world of Australian currency and uncovering one of the hidden gems in the numismatic community, the Australian 50 cent coin from 2017, featuring remarkable front and back side green, black and yellow dot aging that makes it stand out as a truly unique and rare collector's item. This coin is not just another piece of currency, it's a piece of art, history, and hidden wealth waiting to be discovered. If you've ever wondered how a simple 50 cent coin could be valued in the auction market for big dollars, stay tuned, because this is a story of rarity, beauty, and high collector demand. Let's begin by stepping back into the history and background of the Australian 50 cent coin. First introduced in 1966, the 50 cent coin has gone through different designs, metals, and shapes over the decades. The round silver coin of 1966 became famous for its high silver content, and in 1969, the iconic 12-sided shape we know today was introduced. Since then, the coin has been a canvas for national symbols, special commemorations, and unexpected minting quirks that have made certain years incredibly valuable to collectors. The 2017 edition is particularly intriguing because, while millions were minted, only a small number display the unique front and backside dot patterns, green, black, and yellow, that developed over time. This natural aging process has transformed an everyday coin into a rare and desirable treasure. The unique features of this coin are what truly set it apart. Most standard 2017 50 cent coins look identical, with the coat of arms of Australia on one side and Queen Elizabeth II's effigy on the other. But the coin we are talking about today has developed a striking and unusual appearance, with visible green, black, and yellow dot patterns on both sides. This kind of coloration doesn't happen to every coin, It only appears under very particular environmental conditions and with the right age factor. For collectors, these striking dots are not imperfections. They are unique markers that elevate the coin into a category of rarity. In fact, it is this difference that turns an ordinary 50-cent piece into a conversation starter and a highly prized collectible. Rarity is the key driver of demand in the coin collecting world, and the 2017 dotted 50-cent coin is a perfect example. Collectors are always searching for pieces that stand apart from the millions of standard coins in circulation, and this coin ticks all the boxes. The unusual green, black, and yellow spotting, combined with its preservation in very fine condition, makes it highly desirable. Not many examples survive in this kind of condition, which means demand consistently outweighs supply. Every time one of these coins appears in an auction or on the collector's market, there's competition, and that drives the value higher and higher. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, its current market value in dollars. Very fine condition versions, like the one we are discussing today, can attract serious attention at auction. Depending on the visibility of the green, black, and yellow dots and the overall preservation of the coin, collectors have been willing to pay anywhere between $550,000 or more for such pieces. And as awareness continues to grow among collectors about the rarity of this coin, we can expect its value to rise even higher in the coming years. It is no longer just a coin, it is an investment, a hidden asset that could turn spare change into substantial profit. For collectors who are serious about building a valuable portfolio, there are a few tips to keep in mind. First, always handle coins like this with care. Using gloves or protective holders can help preserve the natural toning and dots without causing further wear. Secondly, keep an eye on auction platforms and numismatic forums, because demand for the 2017 dotted 50-cent coin is only increasing. If you already have one in your possession, make sure you store it properly, as its value depends heavily on condition. And finally, don't be afraid to hold on to it for a few more years, as rarity-driven coins like this one often appreciate significantly in value over time. In conclusion, the Australian 50-cent 2017 coin, with its front and back side green, black, and yellow dot aging in very fine condition, is far more than just currency. It represents history, uniqueness, and hidden wealth. Its rarity makes it highly sought after, and its market value is proof that collectors recognize its true worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just stumbled across one in your pocket change, this coin is a reminder that treasures still exist in the most unexpected places. So next time you check your change, keep an eye out. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. Next up, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and highly desirable coins in the Australian numismatic world, the 1968 Australian 10-cent coin with a unique green dot feature. This coin, especially when found in fine condition, has become a hot topic among collectors and investors in the auction market. With its growing rarity, historical significance, and unique attributes, this coin has turned into a hidden treasure for those who are lucky enough to have it in their possession. In this video, we will uncover the history and background of this coin, explore its unique features, explain why it has become so rare and highly demanded, take a look at its market value in today's auctions, and also share some essential tips for collectors who want to secure or preserve one of these gems. By the end of this video, you will understand why this coin is making such an incredible mark in the world of rare Australian currency. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when the country switched from the old pound system to the decimal currency system. The coin itself is made of cupronickel, giving it a silver appearance, and it has been a staple in circulation for decades. The design features the beautiful lyre bird on the reverse, a bird native to Australia, while the obverse side carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The 1968 issue is particularly interesting because it came during a time of heavy minting and distribution across the nation. However, like with many coins from the 1960s, unique variations and natural changes in the metal over time have created special versions that stand out to collectors. The green dot variety is one such example, and it has captured the fascination of numismatists worldwide. These variations often occur due to age, environmental exposure, or minting anomalies. But when they appear in fine condition, they transform an ordinary coin into a highly desirable rarity. What truly sets the 1968 Australia 10-cent coin with the green dot apart is its distinctive marking and the charm it adds to an already beautiful design. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins that have aged in unique ways, and the green dot coloration on the surface of this coin makes it not just a piece of currency, but also a piece of art. Both the obverse and reverse sides show this feature, enhancing its appeal. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, combined with this unique natural marking, makes it stand out among millions of standard coins. Meanwhile, the lyrebird on the reverse continues to symbolize Australian culture and wildlife, adding to its timeless charm. When a coin shows individuality like this, it becomes much more than a monetary object. It becomes a historical artifact that tells its own story, and that is what collectors value the most. The demand for the 1968 Australian 10-cent coin with a green dot has skyrocketed over the years because of its rarity. While millions of 10-cent coins were minted, not every coin survives the passage of time with such distinct and collectible characteristics. Many coins from circulation show heavy wear, damage, or loss of unique features. However, those that have been preserved in fine condition while still carrying their age-related natural marks like the green dot are rare and in strong demand. Collectors prize coins that combine age, distinctiveness, and preservation, and this coin ticks all three boxes. It is not just a coin, it is a piece of Australian history and a symbol of how something ordinary can become extraordinary when rarity and uniqueness come into play. Auction houses and private collectors are actively chasing these coins, and with every passing year, they are becoming harder to find. Now, let's talk about the part that excites collectors and investors the most, the market value. In today's auction market, the 1968 Australian 10-cent coin with green dot features in fine condition can fetch a surprisingly high amount. Depending on the exact preservation and buyer interest, these coins can sell for anywhere between $350,000 or more in auctions, especially when two or more collectors compete for ownership. Some sellers have even reported higher figures in private deals, which shows just how much demand there really is for this coin. The fact that such a small denomination coin, once worth only 10 cents, can now command such significant value is a testament to the powerful role rarity and uniqueness play in the world of numismatics. And as awareness spreads, the value is only expected to rise. For those of you who already have one of these coins or are hoping to find one, here are a few tips to maximize your collecting journey. First, always handle your coin with care. Avoid cleaning or polishing, as this can damage its natural patina and reduce its desirability. Store it in a protective coin holder or capsule to prevent further environmental effects, while still showcasing its uniqueness. If you're buying, make sure to check the authenticity and condition of the coin carefully, preferably through a reputable dealer or auction house. Networking with other collectors, attending coin shows, and keeping up with online auction markets can help you spot opportunities. Remember, patience is key in coin collecting. Values grow over time, and the demand for rare pieces like the 1968 Australia 10 cent with the green dot is only going to increase as they become scarcer. In conclusion, the 1968 Australian 10 cent coin with its unique green dot feature is more than just a piece of small change. It is a historical, cultural, and collectible treasure. From its fascinating background in the early days of Australia's decimal currency system, to the unique markings that make it a standout, this coin has captured the imagination of collectors around the globe. Its rarity and fine condition, coupled with the increasing market demand, has turned it into a highly valuable item in today's auction scene. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, this coin represents a perfect example of why collecting is so exciting. It combines history, beauty, and financial value in a single small artifact. So if you have one in your collection, cherish it, protect it, and know that you are holding on to a piece of Australian heritage that continues to rise in value and demand every single day. Next up, in today's spotlight is on a very special piece, the Australia 50-cent coin from 2006. Now, this is not just any ordinary coin you might come across in circulation. We're talking about one that shows yellow toning on both the front and back, giving it a unique aged appeal that collectors crave. And in fine condition, this coin is making waves in today's auction market, commanding a surprisingly high value in dollars. So, if you've ever wondered how a coin you may still find in loose change can transform into a collector's dream worth real money, then stay tuned, because you're about to discover why this 2006 Australia 50-cent coin is in such high demand right now. To understand the importance of the 2006 Australian 50-cent coin, we need to step back and appreciate its history and design. The Australian 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, originally struck in 80% silver. Due to rising silver prices, it was quickly replaced in 1969 with a larger, dodecagonal copper-nickel version, the same iconic 12-sided shape we recognize today. The 2006 release continues that proud tradition, but what makes it special is that it belongs to an era when mintages were still high, yet certain conditions and natural variations have created rare gems for collectors. The obverse of the coin features the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley, while the reverse proudly carries the Australian coat of arms, symbolizing strength, unity, and heritage. Each coin is not only a piece of currency, but also a slice of Australian history frozen in metal, representing the values and traditions of the nation. What sets the 2006 Australia 50-cent coin apart, especially in the example we are discussing today, is the natural yellow toning across both sides. Toning occurs due to chemical reactions over time, and when it appears evenly and beautifully across the coin, it transforms an ordinary piece into something truly collectible. Collectors especially value coins with strong, even toning because they stand out from standard issues. The yellow hue gives this coin a distinct, almost golden appearance, making it look far more striking than the average copper-nickel strike. Combine that with its fine condition, where details of the Queen's portrait and the coat of arms remain sharp and well-defined, and you have a piece that demands attention in any collection. This type of toning is not common, and when paired with a desirable year like 2006, it becomes a showpiece rather than just pocket change. Rarity in coins does not always come from low mintages. Sometimes it is the unique survival of certain conditions that make a coin rare. While millions of 50-cent coins were minted in 2006, very few have aged in such a way to develop attractive yellow toning. Most coins from that year are dull, worn, or tarnished, but the fine condition of this coin elevates it into a completely different category. Collectors are always on the hunt for coins that break away from the ordinary, and toned coins have an enthusiastic following. The fact that this coin not only survived in fine condition but also developed natural yellow toning on both sides makes it a prime example of rarity created by time and environment. These factors together are why collectors are prepared to pay premium prices at auction. Now comes the most exciting part, its current value in today's auction market. A standard circulated 2006 Australian 50-cent coin may not fetch much, but when you add in the yellow toning and fine condition, the story changes completely. Collectors are willing to pay a significant premium for coins that stand out visually and conditionally, and we've seen toned 2006 Australia 50-cent coins fetching anywhere between $700,000 and $50,000 in auctions, depending on the intensity and appeal of the toning. This is a remarkable jump in worth. And as collector interest continues to grow, especially for naturally toned coins, the value of pieces like this is only expected to rise. That means if you are holding on to one, you may be sitting on a hidden gem worth far more than you think. For collectors, the advice is clear. Keep your eyes open for toned coins like this. Many people dismiss yellow toning as discoloration, but in the collector's world, it is considered beauty and uniqueness. If you find a 2006 Australia 50-cent coin with similar features, hold on to it and consider getting it appraised by a professional. Proper storage is also important. Coins with toning should be kept in non-PVC holders or capsules to preserve their color and prevent further environmental damage. Building a collection of toned coins can be both exciting and profitable, as the demand is increasing year after year. Always remember, rarity is not just about how many coins exist, but how many survive in desirable conditions like this one. To wrap it up, the Australia 50-cent coin from 2006 with yellow toning on both sides in fine condition is a true hidden treasure. Its history connects it to the broader story of Australian coinage. Its unique toning sets it apart visually, its rarity fuels strong collector demand, and its rising market value makes it an asset worth holding on to. Collectors everywhere are chasing toned coins, And this particular example stands as proof that sometimes the most ordinary looking coin can turn out to be extraordinary. So, if you have one in your pocket or tucked away in your change jar, now's the time to recognize its true value. This is more than a coin. It's a collectible, an investment, and a piece of Australian history worth celebrating. Thanks for watching. Like to subscribe to my channel. Happy collecting.